Hi everybody, welcome again. Monkey Island Madness. This is the second video today. I have to decide, and I'm going to let the ladies in chat help me decide what we want to do next. If we want to let Eileen tell me what to do, or if I should cut and color some swatches so I can play with my new Polychromos. Dorothy, Jean, this, for the YouTube viewers, this is recorded live over at Ustream TV, and there is an audience that I'm chatting with, so I'll be answering questions. Somebody had asked who streams next, and Jean is on at 4 o'clock Eastern, and her channel is Music Script without the I in, yeah, MUSICSCRP, I believe. Yeah, and then Ella is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you're on Twitter, follow one of us and you generally see who's coming up next. So Eileen, do you want me to make swatches? Okay, I'll cut out and make some swatches real quick. Anyway, for the three colors for my I'm not sure I like these together. This is going to look like crap, really. But these were new. They're the Distress Stains, my spray. My niece sent them to me. Cracked Pistachio, Abandoned Coral, and Pure Sunshine. I'm not sure I'm going to like that at all. I wish a blue had come up. Alright, so let me grab, I'll just use this piece of paper here. Okay, my little swatches. You think those are great colors, Eileen? I don't know. I'm just like a little going, is the red and the green going to look good together? Ugh. Okay, Dorothy's saying, Eileen's saying, do the swatches. Okay, we can do both. I'm going to go ahead. I've got my spray box out right here. I'll just go ahead and we'll spray them out real quick and see how they're going to look. I should have opened these bottles. I may never be able to get into them. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. That was easy. Okay. All right, you guys, I have a spray box because I don't like the spray going all over the place. So that's my spray box. I just have some, this might be Bristol. I don't know what it is. So, all right. Do I have to close my eyes to pick the first color, Eileen? And I can add black and white. All right. All right, Sarah. I'm doing it. All right. What color should I do first? The yellow, I'm thinking, because I don't know what the yellow is going to do on top. All right. You want me to spray the paper first a little bit, Eileen, so they spread all out? I'm going to give it a little spritz. We're going to get the paper just a little bit wet before I start spraying. And all I'm using is a Ranger Mini Mister to get the paper just a little bit damp before I put the sprays on. Okay, ready? Are you guys ready? It's been a while since I've used these sprays, you guys. So if they make puddles like that, oops. No, that's not going to look good. I'm just moving some of the ink around, or spray around. You're going to have a really wet paper. That's okay. It dries. It'll be all good. Don't sweat it. Okay, these Distress. I've never used these Distress ones yet, so That's kind of pretty. I like that. I've never used this before. This was Abandoned Coral. Oh, pretty, pretty. I want more of that. That's lickable, you guys. It looks messy. You know, it's not, Laura, because I have a box that I put it in, and I line it with newspaper so it catches any of the overspray. And when I'm done, I can throw the whole thing away or whatever. It's okay if it's messy. Oh my God, spray and blow spray. I know. I didn't like that. I'll probably pass out from blowing it, but okay, I'm going to do the last color. I actually am liking this, Eileen. Oh, now see, I think I'd like this better if it was blue, not green. I know you love the green, Eileen. It looks, yeah, I don't like the green. Eileen, I love those colors. Yeah, and I'm going, oh, this, I'm not loving this. You still have to clean. No, throw the box away. Go get a new one. Okay. One thing I will say about the distress stains. I'm used to, okay, the yellow was Dilutions. The Dilution sprays are so intense. Always. They're so intense. Doesn't matter what color. These distress stains, they're very muted. They come out bright, but when they dry, can you see that? How when they're drying, like that green up there, it's almost going away. So I'm liking this better now that it's drying a little bit. I'm like you, Denise. I'm not crazy about the green. I got purple somewhere. Yeah, I guess down in there I did get a little purpley, huh? Where? I didn't have any blue. Alright, I'm going to add some color to the places that I didn't get it. I want the green darker in a few places. If I'm going to have green, I want it. It looks like sherbet. I know. Yeah, I actually do. Eileen, I'm going to take it back. I do like. I got spots, so I'm going to let them run. And the paper's damp, but it's going to be okay. All right, Eileen, what am I going to do next with this? Now that I have this, I do like it a little bit. I'm not crazy about writing there, but compared to the yellow, like you guys can't see it like I can see it. That yellow is so vibrant compared to the others. That yellow is just like jump off the page vibrant. That does not mean Eileen was right. Well, we all know that. Okay, I'm going to fill in a couple other white spots. All right, Eileen, I'm waiting for you. All right, now I get to do what I want with it. I can, okay, cool. Do what I want with it. I could add Zentangle. I could stencil on it. I could stamp on it. She says, now just do what you want with it. Okay. Do I have to do it now? Well, see, when I do my the postage swap, I was planning on doing this probably for the background anyway. So I'm going to quickly dry this. So you guys will have heat gun, Hang on, I'm unplugging. That plug is so tight. Jeez. I'm going to dry it real quick. And I'll read chat while I'm drying. No, you don't have to use sprays. It'll work with acrylic gloss. This is just a challenge that Eileen is giving all of us, where we pick 3 colors with our eyes closed. And I ended up with green, red, and yellow. Hi, Muse. It's looking different as it dries, too. Like that purple has kind of gone away. And I'll flatten this out under some books or something. But yeah, as it's drying, it's and then use black and white as accent colors. So I can use this as a background now for anything. I would probably even maybe get out some acrylics and try and match it to the green stain or something and put different materials on it too. You could do that, Margaret, to make your own sprays. You can use food coloring and 90% alcohol. Just be careful when you're spraying the alcohol. You shouldn't inhale alcohol. You can use the centers out of, if you get some Crayola super tip markers that go dry, take the center out of that, soak it in water, and you can turn that into a spray. I've done that a couple times. Let me see. Oh, I can't get to it right now. It's underneath some stuff. So, but yeah, you can make your own sprays out of a lot of things, but just be careful inhaling alcohol. Yeah. So now you don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll do something with it. Hi, Jeannie. I'm glad you came. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You could turn this into a journal page, or I might just turn it into ATCs. In fact, maybe I'll just spray another one real quick, and then I have the background for my postage stamp ATCs, and then I'll limit myself to having to use those colors. That'll be a good idea, huh? But I want to use the same kind of paper, and this is not the same kind of paper. All right. It's in my hands now. Okay. I'm not going to do my postage swap ATCs online. But you guys will see the background. So if you get one of my ATCs, this will, in fact, be the background of it. I use more yellow this time because I really like the yellow. Really like the yellow. That yellow is so vibrant. Okay. And then I think I did red next. And this red dries way different than it looks when you spray it on. It does come out. See, I'll try and get this. See, up close. it dries really different than when you spray it. It's pretty when you spray it. I'm trying to get this packaging off. I guess it's not going to work, so there you go. I don't know, this green, oh man, I just shook it and it went all over. Way to go. Yes, Fancy, the size of an ATC is 2.5 across by 3.5 inch down, and that's universal. So, all right, Eileen, are you happy now? Oh, did Emma come? Hi, Emma, I didn't see you come in. I don't know what the art card 3.5 by 4.5 inch. It might just be another version, Orla, but the one I'm using is 2.5 by 3.5. So I might have to add some more green in here. And it looks like on camera when I look at this, how this looks to have a lot of white in it. I guess it does, but it doesn't look that way when I'm looking at it. I'm going to run some of that green. I like drips. Eileen's happy now, so if Eileen is happy now, the world is a good place. I'll do a little green up here on this yellow, Oops, wrong green. I meant green. I got red. That's okay. So yeah, I'll put the two of them side by side. These will be the backgrounds for my ATCs. So I'm one step ahead of the game now for having done this, Eileen. Thank you. Oops. And I can't work on it anymore now because red-green. It really does. If you get yourself a box and put newspaper in it, the spray really, I have no overspray. I really don't. I don't get it all over the place. So those can sit and dry now. And I'm one step down the road. I'm going to quickly cut some of the swatches. This is just a hodgepodge of junk, isn't it? I may not even put these videos on YouTube because they're going to say, what in the world is wrong with you? I'm going to use the measurements on the cutting mat, so make it easy for my bad self. My hands are such a mess. Oh. I don't want you guys to see my crazy hairdo. I don't have a hairdo. That's my problem. Okay, did somebody ask something? Said something, thanks Brenda, it is her challenge. What's my challenge? Okay, so to make the swatches, I'm going to make a set of swatches just like this. I showed these on the last video, so I have to use them again. And I'm going to swatch out my new Polychromos because I want to see them next to my Prismacolors. And yeah, so we're going to do the Polychromos because I've never played with them and I'm excited, and I've had them, I don't know, a long time, and I haven't played with them yet. So yes, Emma, I am organizing a swap. If you want to participate, email me. And I'm not limiting the number of people who can participate. You can participate international if you want. and I'll pay the postage, and I will send out instructions. So when you email me, give me your email address so I can get back with you. All I'm doing right now is measuring to cut the little pieces of paper. They're 1.5 inches by 1/2 inch. And I didn't get my, well, now this side looks like it's straight. This one does not. We are not going to worry about that. Okay? 1/2 inch across. I guess I could use those measurements. I don't trust those measurements, though. I don't know why. I'm so anal, and I know, Eileen, I am. I just go back to doing things the way I've always done them. Emma, all you have to do to sign up is send me an email, and one of the ladies will put my email in the chat. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jennifer. I don't trust those measurements, you guys. You're just going to have to bear with me. I'll get nervous if I change my system. It's not that hard, right? Just to wait for me. Alright, so this way it'll be, I'll have the marks on the paper. It's fewer lines I have to draw. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't trust the measurement. I don't have my paper taped down straight, so it won't be noticeable on the 1/2 inch cut, but it would be on the 1.5 inch. And I may go ahead and cut out the whole sheet. I was going to say, I only got 24 polychromos, so I only need 24 little pieces of paper. Alright. I guess. Why not do it right? Correct, you guys? I know. Ah, you're so anal. Yes, I know. Doesn't take that long. I'll read chat in just a minute. You guys can make fun of me all day long if you want. I really did have fun New Year's Eve, though. It was a fun day. A really fun day with all you guys. Alright, here we go. See, cutting these little pieces of paper, Eileen, is not a problem at all. I'm going to have them done in a blink of an eye. And I might have some blanks around here someplace, I don't know. But it doesn't hurt you guys to see. Then if you want to do your swatches this way, you'll see it from beginning to end. Mary never called today, so I hope she's okay. I think she probably just forgot. Her confusion is getting horrible. It's heartbreaking, really. Oh, Eileen told me to scream at Jean and tell her to wake up. And Jean said, I'm awake. I'm just tired. I was so tired yesterday, you guys. I slept off and on all day. I binge watched Netflix and laid on the couch and slept. And then it didn't even bother my sleep last night. I went to bed and I slept easily 8 hours. So I obviously needed it, and I feel great today. I'm glad I have some more of these made up, because now I'll have to buy something to use them all, you guys. I know you guys can't see me right now. I'm off the edge, but it's okay. It's the same thing over and over. Now these at some point may move, so that's why I drew the lines. So if I have to cut them, if they'll stay put, I'll try cutting them like this. If they start moving, since I've got so many cuts, yeah, see it moved. So I'll have to cut those individually. My X-Acto's real sharp though. I just put a new blade in. So I'm really glad things are getting back to normal now. I'm over the holidays. Ready for life to just return to my normal, boring, everyday existence. Yeah, it's a good excuse to buy. See, Eileen? I am smarter than the average bear, I promise you. The ones that moved, I'll just snip off with scissors real quick. No big deal. They may just not be as straight as the others, but who cares? I'm excited to use my Polychromos, though. And I still haven't bought myself anything, you guys. No Christmas presents for me yet. Alright. Now that didn't take long at all, Eileen, did it? Oh, I got some new washi tape, too. Oops. Way to go. It's just old labels. It's kind of cool. I like it. It's been sitting here. I've been using it for a lot of things. Kind of different, isn't it? So, yeah, Pat agrees. It's time to craft and do some fun stuff. That's exactly how I feel about it, Pat. I'm tired of planning meals and cooking and trying to figure out who all's coming, and yeah, I'm ready for normal stuff for sure. Robert will be glad to just have some regular meals for a change, I think. Yeah, I like the size of that washi too. Why do I have this fascination with washi tape? That's what I want to know. Jeez, I don't need any more, and I keep looking. Ugh, something wrong with me. I do love washi tape. Why? I have no clue. Alright, I'm going to try and get these off here. There we go. Got a big old pile of little things here now. Alright, let me find a sheet of paper that I can use as a cushion, and we're getting the polychromos out. I'm excited now. And those sheets are over there drying. Okay, I have to go back. How many of the Prismacolor Premier pencils do I have? Well, I have the entire set of 150 Motormouth, and then I have, well, I have two sets. I have a set that I keep out in the front room, and then I have a set that I keep in here. And then I have a whole box of replacements. But I buy them when they are on sale, because I know the colors that I use. So, yeah. But, yeah. I bought the whole 150 because I am a spoiled child. Alright. White is a little silly to do, but I have to do it because it's in the set, you guys. So you're not even going to see this. And I'll tell you what I think about them. I can't tell on the white yet. If I look at an angle, I can see where I've colored. But there's the white. Yeah, I can see where I've colored. You can kind of see the wax. Okay, and what I would normally do, and I don't, maybe I do have it here. Do I have it here? Yes, I do have it here. My favorite lettering tool. So what I do now is on the back I write Polychromo. I actually write faster with this lettering guide than I would without it. There. Just wrote Polychromo white on the back of it. Do I color in the bath? No, I don't color in the bath. I just... whatever. Y'all make fun of me if you want. I don't like dragging the supplies from one room to the other, so what I do is, if it's something I use and I like, I just buy an extra one. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to compare these to the Prismas as I go. Because I think it was, wasn't it Kathy Arbor that said you could layer these a lot more than the Prisma? Am I right? Somebody tell me if I'm correct about that, but it seems to me like Kathy Arbor said you could layer these more. And I'm just getting, I mean, I could start light at one end and go dark to the other, but I'd want complete saturation. This is a kind of a light yellow. Can you see that? I'm sorry, my hands are such a mess. They will get done tonight after my shower for sure, because I can't stand them right now. Alright, here's my Prismacolor. Okay, yeah. I don't know what that is. Here's my Prismacolors, and I have them on the, you know, you can put them on here by number, by whatever. I try to keep them on here in color families. So the Polychromo, let's see, this is 104 light yellow glaze. So the light yellow glaze, yeah, I don't know. It's not Deco yellow. It's one of these two. I don't know. That is really, it's a different yellow than either of the two Prismacolor yellows that I have on here. It's a very light yellow. Can you see the difference? So that's kind of cool. Okay, polys are oil versus Prismacolor, which are wax. So yeah, I'm not sure how big my learning curve is going to be here. I really don't know. And if it has a number, like Polychromo Wide, I didn't look up the number, but now this is 9204. This is number 104. Because if I love them, I have to know what the reorder number is. And I'm pretty sure, I can't say this with all certainty, but if I had to guess, I would think that probably Dick Blick sells these individually. If somebody wants to look while I'm doing this, that'd be great. Because one thing I like about Prismacolor is you can buy the open stock. Oh yeah, I like this yellow. Very readily. Like I can get on Dick Blick, and if I just want one pencil, I can get on there and order it. Use the reorder number, and I know exactly what I'm getting. Yeah, this yellow is more close to the Prisma yellows. I like that light yellow, though. That's kind of cool. Okay, they do. A couple of the people in chat are saying that they do sell the Polychromos open stock, and that is definitely important to me because I don't want to have to buy a whole set. Of course, Prismacolor's gotten their sets so cheap now. Sometimes it might be cheaper to buy a small set if the one you want is in there than buy the individual pencil. I like that yellow a lot. And that was 107. Cadmium yellow. And my guess is this is going to be the equivalent of Prisma's 916. Those two are both. Yeah. That's the equivalent of Prismacolor 916. So there you go. So far, I have to say I'm liking them. I've had a couple of these in the past, but I never really used them. This is dark chrome yellow. I'm thinking this is going to be a color that maybe Prisma doesn't even have a equivalent of. Well, maybe their orange is going to be this. But see, it's easy to swatch because I'm not having to stay in a box or anything. After you get these cut out, just color the whole dang thing. Walk in the park. But so far, I'd have to say I'm liking the Polychromos. I'll have to do... I'm going to have to learn to mix these more because I have fewer colors, so... Because one of the colors I really, really like in Prisma is the yellowed orange. I like that a lot. So, but it looks like I can maybe make that myself. Okay. In fact, this color probably is the equivalent of Prismacolor's yellowed orange. So I like that. And I'm not pressing down, you guys. I'm really not. So if you see a little bit of white through it, that's fine with me. They blend really well. Yeah, I'm excited to give them a try. I mean, and really be discerning, because the reason I love Prismacolor so much is because I have a lot of experience. I know their colors. I know how they're going to behave. But I want to use them in a way that, yeah, I can actually say that they're as good or better, or I don't know price-wise how they match up, because Prismacolors actually have come down in price. And the reason for that, I believe, is they are taking advantage of the coloring craze and trying to appeal to the mass market now. That's just my feeling. The polys don't bend or don't break or wear like the Prismacolors. Now, my last set of Prismacolors, Laura, have been really good. I don't have a problem with them. I think the wood they use is different. I mean, I'm sure it's cedar. I don't know how it can be cheaper, but they're way more expensive than Prismas. A little more expensive. They're a better product. Well, I mean, if I was doing fine art, I'd go ahead and get myself a real expensive. I'd do luminance or Holbein or whatever, but really, for most of the stuff I do, I don't need an expensive product, for real. I do want something that's nice to use and gives me a good final product, but it's not like people are hiring me to do portraits like Dee Dee, you know? I do have a pet portrait that somebody's asked for that I've been stalling on. Ugh. That one's pretty. Let's see what the equivalent. It's like a vermilion is actually, if I had to guess, I'd almost say vermilion, yeah. But it's even more orange than that. I don't know. I don't think there's an equivalent, you guys. And that was cadmium orange. I don't know. There's really not an equivalent. The closest would be vermilion, but it's not the exact same. Can you see through there? It's not the same. So yeah, the cadmium orange is, yeah, I don't think Prismacolor has. You can drop them and they won't break. Catch them on sale. Yeah, I try and catch everything on sale, you guys. I don't like to pay full price for anything. $115. God, I hope I don't have to buy the whole set of these now. I think I'll pick out a coloring page and use them just like I would my Prisma, and really give them a good test that way. But I have to say, just laying down a layer of color like this, I'm not pressing at all, and I'm getting really good coverage, and the colors are vibrant, so they're definitely behaving better than a Crayola, for sure. And one of the things I like about Prisma and these, I like when the whole barrel of the pencil is representative of the lead color. I do like that. I had a set of pencils where just the end was the color. I don't know why I didn't like that as well. I still have them. I don't know where they're at right this minute, but okay, this is Pale Geranium Lake. I want the job of giving products names. For Ranger, Pale Geranium Lake. Let's see which red. Oh, the Prismas, this is going to be close to. I'm going to go with that. Okay, this appears to be about, if I had pushed down and really gotten coverage, it's either Carmine or Permanent. It's kind of in between them. If I had to, Carmine would probably be the closest. Are you guys just absolutely bored out of your trees yet? Yeah, Walmart had the Prismas and they went on sale. I saw that too. I never saw them at my Walmart, but I hate my Walmart, so that's no big deal. I hate going down to the Walmarts. But when you live here in Oklahoma, which we are 1 hour away from Bentonville, which is Walmart's headquarters. So every little town, nook, cranny has a Walmart shoved in it. It's pretty much your only choice. You don't have a lot of options in these little towns out here. You should see the Walmarts over close to the headquarters. It's where they do a lot of the testing and stuff, and there's some nice Walmarts over there, boy. And they're kept up very nicely. How big is my Polychromos set? There's 24 in here. My niece got it for Christmas for me, Laura. So I really appreciate. I don't know if she heard me say I wanted to try them or what, but Cooey, thank you again. I love them. And happy birthday yesterday, Cuckoo. I didn't call, but I did write you a note. I figured you were busy with your dad and just life. I'll give you a call sometime here in the next week or so. Deep Scarlet Red. Probably the equivalent of Crimson would be, I'm guessing, about the equivalent. Alright, you enabling freaks. What are you putting in chat that I don't need? The Polychromos sets. One nice thing is you know, like you're getting a pretty good selection of like reds for sure. Oh, and then a dark red. I like this one. I can tell already. For shadows, this is going to be awesome. Perfect. Can you guys see, or am I just totally off camera? Yeah, I like that red a lot, a lot, a lot. That was just dark red. Way to name them. Back when I was in college, I think the only artist grade pencil that I ever heard of was Prisma. Yeah, if I had really colored that in, that would be the equivalent of Crimson Lake. Crimson Lake, actually, I don't know if Prismacolor makes Crimson Lake anymore, 925. That might be a discontinued color. In which case, the next Prismacolor, if you have the 150 set, would be Raspberry. So maybe that's what they did, is they eliminated Crimson Lake and added Raspberry. You need that lettering tool. Make yourself one. They're very simple, Pat. Get a piece of acetate, figure out what size you want your lettering, cut it out. And then the reason the edges are taped is because cut acetate is very sharp. So, yeah. But it makes your lettering. Your set has it. Okay, for a while you Crimson Lake. It makes your lettering nice and even. They may have brought it back. They've brought back some of the discontinued colors. The one color, the colors I wish they'd bring back. They brought back some of them. They didn't bring back all of them. Were the deco colors. I love the deco colors in Prismacolor. But yeah, they discontinued them. I have a lot of discontinued colors. They discontinued 940 Sand, and I love that color. They finally brought it back. I guess they do respond to customer input, I guess, because they discontinued it for a while and then brought it back. I thought I had both. Okay, 72 set of Prismacolors is $36. Boy, that's not bad at all. See, so if that's the case, it would be cheaper for me to buy a set of 72 Prismacolors rather than to buy the replacement pencils, because the replacement pencils are, well, they were getting up close to $2 a piece. They're not anymore. I'm not sure what they are right now, but yeah, it'd be cheaper for me just to buy a 72 set if the replacement I needed was in it than to buy the individual pencils if I had, you know, a few that I needed. Okay, this is magenta. We'll see if it matches Prismacolor magenta. See, I even have the Prismacolor numbers memorized. I know that if I needed to look up magenta, it's 930. I know those numbers. Mahogany, where's magenta? There, it's up here, I guess. Alright, nope, not the same color magenta at all. This is Prismacolor's magenta. That's Polychromos. Very different. So, The equivalent in Prisma appears to be, again, probably, no, not raspberry. I'm going to say mahogany would be as close. They don't match exactly, you guys, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I've got some additional colors to work with now. Yay me. I'm such a lucky girl. Blue. Blue is my favorite color. This is the darkest blue in this set. That might be a problem for me. Because one of my very, very favorite pencils in Prismacolor is indigo blue. I love their indigo blue. It works so good for shadows, and I just love it. But this is a very pretty blue, and it's called, let's see, Helio Blue Reddish. I don't see any red in here, but yeah, it's very pretty. Let's see. One of my other favorite Prismacolor blues is Copenhagen blue. Well, that appears to be about the match for Copenhagen. It's a little darker. Very pretty though. Very, very. On this one, I obviously burnished part of it, but yeah, that would be the equivalent of Copenhagen. So I got to remember that because I like that color a lot. Well, see, I'm getting a nice little project done here with you guys today. Boring the crap out of you, but it's all about me, so who cares, right? All right. I don't know if we're halfway done yet. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. We're not halfway. One of the girls said that she spent her money on Prismas. I really don't think you can go wrong with Prismacolor pencils. I'm a fan. I'm going to be a fan until the day I die. I was very frustrated when they were having the breakage problem. I really was. I mean, I was like, I am not buying their crappy pencils no more. And I would say that, and then I knew I was going to buy them. Like, I was just running off at the mouth because I knew I was going to buy them. I like their product. But they almost ran me off. And I think they did run a lot of people who do art for a living. I think those people probably gave up on them. This is a very pretty blue, too. I like this a lot. That's pretty, pretty blue. Let's see. This is going to be the equivalent. Cobalt, I think, is about the equivalent of that. Yeah, cobalt. I like that. Some of these blues, like this one especially, the ultramarine, I don't know if I got a bad pencil, because I would say it could be the equivalent of that, but there was so much wax, it didn't seem like there was as much pigment in there, and they got very waxy. But yeah, that would make ultramarine. It's very pretty blue, very. And they're calling this ultramarine, so that would be, I guess. I haven't decided if I'm going to take the Polychromos out of their little protective box. I probably will, because I don't leave anything in its original container. At least anything that I use. Motormouth is asking, what is my favorite coloring book of all times? Hi, Allie. I'm swatching my new Polychromos. My favorite coloring book of all time. I don't know. I jump around so much, Motormouth. I don't know that I have a favorite. I have one that has quotes in it that I like a lot, and I don't know the name of it right off the top of my head. But right now, it would have to be this Colin Thompson fantastic coloring book. This one, I have to say, I am in love with this book, and I really, really like the Dr. Seuss one that I showed the other day. I like that one a lot. Now, in this set, I get 4 different blues, which I like that a lot. I think I just grabbed the wrong one. Where's Ultramarine was the last one, yeah. Yeah, 4 blues, so that's a pretty good blue selection, really. Alright, I'm less than an hour to go, you guys, so. This is pretty. It looks like periwinkle. What do they call this? Probably nope, this is light ultramarine. But my guess is the equivalent in Prisma is going to be periwinkle. It's very nice light blue, though. Light blues can be kind of weird, too. Let's check it out. See, I would have said ultramarine, but yeah. Let's see if I can find periwinkle. Blue Lake? No. I guess it would have to be ultramarine, but only because that ultramarine is stinky. It's not blue violet. I'm not sure that Prismacolor has a good equivalent of this one. It's pretty, though. Very, very pretty. And it's not showing accurately on the screen at all. Geez, another learning curve I've got to go through now. I haven't seen Eileen yakking. Is she gone to sleep? Eileen, wake up. Jean's awake. Alright, this is phthalo blue. I'm going to say this looks pretty, pretty. Oh, I like this. I'm a blue person. I love blue. Well, you guys, I'm liking the Polychromos, just kind of coloring with them quickly. We'll see when I do an actual project how I feel about them. But so far, so good. I'm going to try, and if you were at the stream the other night, New Year's Eve, and you won the giveaway, I'm going to try and get into town on Wednesday, you guys. You're getting mesmerized by the colors, Eileen? Cool. Yeah, I'm going to try. I think I might go into town tomorrow, but I'd like to wait until I need more groceries so that I don't waste a trip. But I will definitely get them in the mail tomorrow, Wednesday. And if they're going overseas, allow at least a couple weeks. My mail here has been horrible since before Christmas. I mean, it took, let's see, from the 19th to the 27th, which is what, how many days? Took well over a week for a card to get from Oklahoma City to me. Normally that's overnight delivery. So I like that green a lot. That is a really pretty green, Eileen. You keep saying no polys, no polys. Well, I'm not sure that I would have got out on a limb and bought them myself, Eileen, because I just kept telling myself, you don't need them, you don't need them. But then when Cooey sent them, it was like, woohoo, way to go, Coo. But I'm going to really withhold judgment until I kind of use them in a project and see, and try and make a really, really fair comparison. Right now, the way they're going on the paper, there's not a waxy buildup. I mean, I don't know. I like them so far. And the colors are very different than, like this one, I'm not finding a good equivalent. It's a nice color green. And I'm not seeing anything in Prisma that is the same color. There's just not an equivalent at all. So that's cool. I like that. You know, if I get more color selection, I'm psyched about that. But I have always thought that Prismacolor green selection has been pitiful. I've never liked their green selection. And another thing I don't like is their pink. Not that Eileen will care about that, but yeah, I mean, like in Prismacolor, you get 0 option for pink. Of course, I don't even get a pink in this set, but I'm sure if you get the bigger set, you would. Can we see you Zentangle some of those painted pages? Oh, you mean the sprayed pages that Eileen made me do? I could do that next stream. You can layer, 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 and no bloom. That's nice, Sarah. That is way nice to know. Hi, Mac. But yeah, I can Zentangle on those sprayed pages. Or I'll make some, oh, now see, I'm going to like this green, and I know there's no equivalent. But yeah, I can Zentangle on them. I like to Zentangle. For me, it truly is relaxing. I've heard some people say, oh, it's not relaxing. I get so worked up and nervous about the designs. I don't. I find it very relaxing. And I enjoyed it when we picked a letter and you guys told me what to draw. That was fun for me. I like that. Yeah, this is a really pretty green. I wish this camera would show colors accurately, because I know there's no equivalent. That is a really pretty green. I would call it grass green, maybe. But it's like the green you used when you were a kid to color grass. And there is no Prismacolor equivalent. I think I just made a decision, you guys. I think the Polychromos are going in my Prismacolor set, because now I have more color options. I'll just use them together. Because I think, didn't somebody tell me that they work really well together? The Prismas and the Polychromos. Maybe it was Kathy Arbor again, because she's very proficient with both of them. She's very proficient with everything. So every green is beautiful, according to Eileen. I tend to agree, but I mean, look at, here you go. I'll start from right there, because that's more of a turquoise. Prismacolor's selection of green is pitiful. So many of them are so close to the same. Like those two might as well be the same color. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I do rubber band them, yes. Okay, Shell says yes, they do work very well together. So I'm going to put them in my my colored pencil tote or container. I like that emerald. The emerald green is beautiful. This is going to be like this is light green, but it's going to be like the apple green in Prisma. No, it's really not. It's more like the spring green. That is the equivalent of spring green. See, I can't tell if the light is helping or hurting you guys. But yeah, that would be the equivalent of spring green in Prisma. It's very pretty. I'm excited to do the swap, you guys. It's fun to get Happy Mail. And this time, I don't think, no, I will not do a stream of the participation. I'll just show the ones that I keep, rather than show everybody's. Or I don't know, I could ask you guys, but you won't know which ones you're getting for sure. You wouldn't mix the two, the oil and the wax? Why not, Laura? How well do the poly sharpen? Well, now that's a good question, Eileen. Let me see if I've got a good sharpener here. My favorite sharpener, yeah, I do. My favorite sharpener is this Alvin. They're made in Germany. You can buy the replacement blades, so you're not buying this thing over and over, and it's a real nice weight. And if you keep that blade sharp, cuts like butter. Yeah, they seem to sharpen real nicely, Eileen. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, I like this little Alvin sharpener. And next to that, I like the Coom KUM. Here's one of them. Made out of magnesium. These are also made in Germany. And you can get the replacement blades, but these are so inexpensive you can just throw it away and get a new one. Yeah, they sharpen just fine. Not a problem. Now I gotta get this junk off my... Laura, did you answer why you wouldn't mix the two? Yes, Pekka, we'd love for you to join the swap. Jennifer, thank you again, Jennifer. Just put my email address in. Go ahead and send me an email. Tell us you want to play with us, and I will send out the instructions. They'll be the same for everybody, so you won't have to worry about what you missed. But it's just an ATC card, any medium, anything you want to do on it. 15 the same, or relatively the same. If you use a color book page, obviously they're not going to be the same, but that's fine. But you have to turn it into postage, meaning it has to have a denomination, a date, and a location. And that's pretty much the swap right there. I'm liking these. I really am. I might go on Blix now and order, because I only got 2 grays. There's what, 3 browns. I may go on Blix and order a few extras of colors that I know I will want. That are included in the 24 set. And this is green yellowish. Oops. See what the... I'm not seeing an equivalent, which doesn't surprise me. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Olive green, I guess, would be as close as I'm going to come on that. I actually like the Polychromo version better for color. Oh my gosh, I have so much money invested in Prismacolors, you guys. Don't tell me I found something else I love. Oh. Venetian red. Now this is an unusual color. Now see, I'm anal, I know that about a lot of things, but as far as like mixing 2 different types of colored pencil, I would do that if they work well together, you know, if they don't repel each other or whatever. Yeah, I would, but apparently Laura won't. Bye, Emma. Have a great day. $1.74 each at Blix. That's not bad. I like that. The May green is beautiful. I'm going to write that down. Because, yeah, I can already tell that I'm probably going to... You like the Venetian red? Yeah, I'm liking it. It's pretty. Okay. Laura's just saying it's her type A that prevents her from using them together. Yeah, I would go ahead and use them together. That wouldn't bother me. Let's see if we have anything equivalent. I would probably stick this one, actually. Hard to say. I'm not seeing anything that... Unless I stuck it back with the browns. Okay, now we're getting, alright. Alright, the closest equivalent would be terracotta. The Venetian red would be the equivalent of terracotta in Prisma. We have women in chat who are polychromo lovers, so I might turn into one. Shoot, you never know. Well, I'm finding, Laura, so many of these colors, like polychromo has so many colors that maybe there isn't an equivalent of in the Prisma. So by having both, all you've done is increase your options, you know? Nothing wrong with increased options. I wish somebody would come cook my dinner tonight. Anybody up for it? See, Eileen, I'm a Prisma person too, no matter what. But I don't really want to be like that. I want to be like, if there's another product out there, especially if it's cheaper, that works just as well or gives me more options, I want to be open to it. I really do. I don't want to be hard-headed. Because I've still got a lot of years ahead of me to be old and crotchety and mean. So I don't want to start too young. I've got to save some of that crap for later, you know? Oh, I didn't mean to imply that you were old and crotchety or mean or anything. Now, this brown is beautiful. It's called Burnt Ochre, and yeah, nothing in Prisma is as pretty as that. That is a really rich, nice color. I love that. Eileen, you might have to open up your mind to some of this, because really, that is really pretty. Yeah, you're going to have to open up your brain. Okay, you stopped using pencils, been using Neos and watercolor. And you and Jean aren't buying them because you need the money to buy something better. Well, yeah, I hear you there. Yeah, at some point, I think you do have to just say, whoa, 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 I've got enough of this stuff. I should have done that a long time ago. And now that I have it all, probably what I need to do is give some of it away to people who would really use it and appreciate it. That's where I fall short, is hanging on to stuff that I know I'm probably not ever going to use. But I like trying new stuff. That's why I have all this junk. And this was Burnt Ochre, and it, yeah, this is a good color. I don't know, just comparing them to the Prismas is really kind of opening my eyes, you guys, about maybe what I'm lacking, the colors I'm lacking in Prisma, you know? It really is. If I get it upside down, I'll punch it the wrong end. Never enough. I know. That's been my problem. Never enough. But I definitely am like coming up with my favorites that I go back to over and over. And the more I use them, the more familiar I get. I know how they're going to behave. I always go back to them. One thing, though, about the Neo Color 2s, there was like no learning curve with those bad boys. They were so awesome the first day I used them. I knew I would use them a lot. They are some good product. I love them. Okay, this brown is Raw Umber. And I know there is a Raw Umber in Prismacolor. We'll see if they're the same. So now all you other colored pencil companies, if you want me to do a comparison, you need to send me some because I can't buy any more. Okay. The Raw Umbers are kind of close. In all honesty, I think this one's, the Polychromo one is, oops. The Polychromo one is prettier. Oh my God, Eileen's going on about Inktense again. I don't know why she hates them so bad. They're very versatile for me. Alright, we're getting very close to done, ladies. And this one is Walnut Brown. Having a good selection of browns is important. Browns and grays. Let's see what Prismacolor has to offer in browns. I think the equivalent in the Prismacolor would be Burnt Umber. Yeah, Burnt Umber is about the only one that I would think. Espresso is a little bit darker. So yeah, Burnt Umber is the closest. I can't believe I'm going to have to go on Dick Blick. That is a dangerous thing. Very, very dangerous. Walnut. I have walnut trees in my yard and I hate them. They stain everything they touch. I hate them. Bye, Mac. Have a great day. Sophia, I know your name. I like calling you Mac. This is a brown gray. This will be a very useful color. Number 2 company and pencils have the same formula. They have to all be different. Yeah, I know, Ola, that the formulas are all different. But you'd think just by mistake they'd come up with something close, you know. 2 parts this to 1 part that, you know. Just in my mind. So what now, Orla, are you telling me because they're all different I have to have every kind? Pretty soon I'll have so much selection I'll be stifled because I won't be able to choose one color. I'll have too many. They're calling this warm gray, but to me, it's got a very definite brown hue to it. Let's see. All right, there. This would be the equivalent of warm gray dark, I think. Great review about ink tints. Oh, okay. Eileen, tweeter me that link you just sent, because I'm sure it's bad, or you wouldn't be posting it. There's a review of ink tints on Amazon, I guess. Tweeter it to me. I have to go read who else is saying bad stuff about ink tints. I think they have their place. I really do. I love them in my bullet journal. Love them. But I like the Neo 2s better. I will say that. I like this brown or gray too. This is a warm gray. I like this one. Really rich. Rich, rich, rich color. Alright, here we are. Taupe, yeah. It is very much taupe colored. Well, I don't know. There's really not an equivalent. Maybe, no. Nope. Unless I... went right by it. Okay, here we go. Alright, that would be, yeah. The equivalent would be maybe close to putty beige. They're very different though, so now I have more colors, so I'm good. I'm getting a headache. I never get headaches. Warm gray. Alrighty, we're on the last one. Yeah, I agree with you, Eileen. She said nothing will beat Neo 2s, no matter what anybody says. And I would have to say, for a water-soluble product, she is absolutely right about that. There's no comparing the poly with the Prismas. Oh, you mean as far as colors, Laura? Yes, see, since this is my first time, that's kind of what I'm learning as I'm going. But are you talking about colors, color selection, or grade of quality, or what comparison are you referring to? Exactly, Dorothy, yeah, and that's so true. What substrate are you using, and who's using it, but I think for each individual, everybody has their own favorites, their own deal, what they like doing, and so my favorite is definitely not going to be Eileen's, because we don't do the same kind of art. Yeah, and well, Eileen, in all fairness, in color selection, yeah, Laura, I'm finding that out, and I agree. They've got a real debate going on in chat about materials and who likes what, and the comparisons. What I was going to say to Eileen was, I think what she said is whether or not they're permanent ink tints doesn't dry permanent unless you do it right, and it's a pain. But that is true of every water-soluble product I have used. You have got to dissolve that binder completely, or none of them are permanent. If you don't get that binder completely dissolved, every one of them will move if you add something wet on top of it. And I've had every one of them do it, so I know it's true. You definitely have to dissolve that pigment. And it's true in Neos too. I mean, I've used Neos. So there's my colors of all the Polychromos, and I have to say it is an awesome color selection. Lots of blues. The only thing I'm missing is a good pink. Okay, yeah, or activating the product with matte medium rather than water. I'm not sure how you would have much control doing that, Jean. The way I use mine, I've shown you guys the Beast. The Beast is right here. And the Beast is ready for retirement. I used my very last page on December 31st. So the Beast is going in for retirement now. But these color bands across the top, that's what I use, either Neos or whatever. I started at one time using colored pencil, and it was so labor intensive. I moved over to water-soluble products. And like, look at that orange. That is so vibrant. That is Inktense. That is Inktense. But I chose them for the colors. You know, I didn't care which one they were. Yeah, the Beast is going into retirement, and I have to say, the Beast, it's sad. Monkey butt powder enclosed. Do I ever color with Sharpies? Yes, I love Sharpies. One thing you have to think about with Sharpies, however, is they are alcohol-based. They are permanent. They will pretty much write on anything, but they will go through papers. So if you don't care about what's on the back side of the sheet, not a problem. But they will definitely absorb through the paper. But yeah, I love Sharpies. I even like the Bic alcohol pens. I like them just fine. But yeah, if you don't have Sharpies, your life stinks. Angel Bug is Cheryl. Okay, Dorothy's saying Polychromos are very expensive where she's at. See, and I haven't really priced them, so I don't know. I'm just taking off one of these. So I can get my hole in the right place. I know I have. Oh, I know what. Never mind, goofball. Yeah, see, I get confused too sometimes, Orla. Angel Bug and Orla. Hang on, I'm getting a blank swatch thing out to get the hole in the right place. Orla, you're not angry, are ya? If I called you the wrong name, I'm sure sorry. Will I yes, DeMonte, I will intermingle the tags. I will put all the same type of product, okay? For example, on this great big huge one, the reason it's so huge is because This is every water-soluble product I have. It's not just one set. And I have a lot of water-soluble products. You don't have to say anything about that. I know I do. But yes, I will intermingle them. So if you turn them over, you're going to find there's Derwent Inktense, there's Portfolio, there's Derwent Aquatone, there's Neo 2s, there's Mr. Sketch. So yeah, there's every type of water-soluble product is on this band of swatches. And now I'm going to have to make a decision if I'm going to put the Polychromos on the same band as the Prismacolor. But I have Crayola pencils too. I have a couple other. Oh, she made a typo? Okay. Because I say, you don't have to be angry when you're here. Come here to be happy. That's all I want. This is a real piece of junk. And then I just use my little hole punch here and give myself a template. But yeah, I probably will. For a while, I'll keep the Polychromos separate until I get a feel for them, until I feel like I know the colors before I would intermingle them. I'm thinking that's probably the way I'll do it, is I'll keep them separate for a while, but ultimately they'll end up on the same string. I just cut the tags 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch DeMonte. You can make them any size you want. I used to make them bigger, but I just at the end felt like this is good enough to tell me what color I'm working with. Or if I'm looking for a color, what color I'm looking for. See, I can do tedious stuff like this all day long. Yeah, I have to get a feel for them. I do. But based on this little swatching project we just did, I certainly don't have anything bad to say about them. They behaved very much like the Prisma. They're creamy, they're nice, they lay down good coverage. One thing I will do with them, because with Prismas a lot of times I will liquefy them with mineral spirits, odorless mineral spirits, or Gamsol, or whatever you guys want to call them. I don't know if the Polychromos will do the same with the mineral spirits and behave the same that way, because that's a technique I like doing with the Prismacolors. And mineral spirits melts the binder, the wax, in the Prismacolor and turns them into much like watercolors, only different. I don't even know how to describe how it's different, but it's different. So, yeah. So that's something else I will try, is how do they behave with odorless mineral spirits. And I may try that here in just a minute since it popped in my head, because I really do like doing that. You can do a really pretty background fast that way. You lost us, but you got back. Good. Do I like metallic or neon better? I tell you, Motormouth, I'm not a huge fan of either, frankly, but if I had to choose between metallic or neon, I'd say metallic. But I'm pretty much meat and potatoes person. I mean, I like basics. I don't like glitter. I don't, I don't know. But if I had to choose, metallic. There, I made my choice. I mean, I think both have their place depending on the type of art you're doing. I don't do the type of art where I use neon or metallic. Gamsol does work with the polys. Okay, great. I don't need to do I'm going to do an experiment just so I can see for myself. But yeah, the ladies in chat are saying the polys work with Gamsol. So, and all Gamsol is odorless mineral spirits. So go to the hardware store and save yourself some money. It might be slightly different, but not a whole hell of a lot of different. Not enough that it's probably worth the difference in price. And I'll show you guys, I may have showed you before, but I'll show you guys how I keep my odorless mineral spirits to make it nice and usable. And I don't have to worry about spillage or anything like that. It's right here. Got it right here, right here, right here. Alright, I'm just going to push these to the side. I'm going to get out one of the really, really pretty blues that I love so much. I get out two of them because I can. Okay. We'll just do it on the end of this piece of paper. Not that different in colors. Alright, here we go. We're doing experiments. Okay, this is how I keep my odorless mineral spirits. It's a little tiny jar with some cut up sponge in it. Pour the mineral spirits in, and then when you want to use it, take your Q-tip or whatever and just dab it on the sponge, and it will suck up enough, and you don't get too much, and it doesn't spill over, and yeah, it's awesome that way. Oh yeah, baby, I like this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Can you guys see how that behaved? Oh, that was nice. Very, very nice. And this is just nothing but odorless mineral spirits. Right out of the paint department at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever's near you. Yeah, I like that. And believe me, a little bit, oh man, a little bit goes a long way. You can almost see the oil dissolving. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, I'm a convert. I'm an absolute convert. Look at how nice that spread. And you guys saw how much white I had in there. That is some kind of nice. I do like that a lot. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, see, doing it in a jar like this with sponges, to me, is the most useful way. And you don't need a lot. You don't have to fill the bottle up, like a little bit in the bottom, and all the sponge absorbs it up. I have to say, I love that. I love that. I'm going to try a Prismacolor real quick. We're going to do, because we still got time. I'm going to grab out what color did I say the equivalent Prismacolor was of that blue? Let's find out. We'll try and do a somewhat apples to apples comparison. It was Copenhagen. Well, denim blue is awfully close too. All right, I'm going to do the denim blue. I think it's closer. And ultramarine. And I can already tell you I don't like the Prismacolor ultramarine, but you'll find out. Okay, that's how I keep my Prismas. Let's find denim. Here's denim and ultramarine. Ultramarine. Okay, this is the Prismacolor. Oops. Oh man, I just smushed up all my things. Oh well. Okay, that was denim blue, which I think is as close and equivalent to that as I can come. And here's ultramarine. Oh, what's Laura saying no about now? All right, here's the Prisma for comparison, and we will get a clean Q-tip so that we're not having contamination issues going on here. We'll do ultramarine first. Can you guys see okay? All right. I don't know. You know what? I can't tell a whole hell of a lot of difference. I think the wax is maybe a little bit harder to dissolve, but as far as coverage, and I'm not sure if I put on the same or more pigment. I tried to be fair. This denim blue in the Prismacolor is gorgeous. So, here we go. Polychromo, ultramarine, Prisma. Not a whole lot of difference. Okay, I'm going to do it. The Prismas still feel, though, a little waxy. For this, I can't feel anything. But this does feel a little waxy. This, no feeling at all. But look at the coverage of that denim blue. But there is a waxy. I do feel the waxy. Let me see if I can get rid of some of the waxy. Or maybe didn't get it completely dissolved. Yeah, see, I can lift that up. That was a clean Q-tip. Now, I'm not really pressing hard. I'm just getting up some of the binder. But yeah, that, I have to say, the denim blue in the Prisma, that is fully saturated. That's the Polychromo. This little jar, is that what you're asking? This is one of those little jars that jelly comes in. You know, like if you get a gift set that has little jelly jars, yeah. That's all that is. I mean, it's really, in my hand, it's My fingers, and I have small hands. Yeah, it's only that big. It's tiny, tiny. So I don't know, but that Prismacolor denim blue is awesome. But I'm gonna give these Polychromos every chance in the world to prove themselves. I really am. And you'd think I'm some damn expert that whose opinion matters, right? And just rubbing across it, see it came up on my hands. Get a pee in jar. Yeah, you can get them with little jelly in them. Yeah. So, I don't know. I like trying all these different products, you guys. I think if you don't try something new and leave the door open to have your mind changed, then, you know, I don't know. You're just going to stagnate. I don't mind being wrong. I rarely am wrong, and Eileen can attest to that. But, yeah, I don't mind learning something new and trying something new. If I wasn't willing to try the Neo 2s, and believe me, I had well, you can see, I had massive amounts of water-soluble products before I ever bought the Neo 2s. And I bought them because Eileen and Dee Dee just praised them so highly. So I thought, okay, then I gotta have them. If I wasn't willing to change and try stuff, I would never have found out the beauty of Neo 2s. Hi, Carrie. I'm glad you came. I did the postage ATC swap at the beginning of the last video, so you can go see it. But if you want to play, you got to send me an email. And if Jennifer's still here, she'll put my email in again. Oh, Travis is here. Hi, Travis. I think this is the first time you've come to a stream. Thank you for coming. Okay, Janet, use two together and use the okay, I can do that. Do you want me to, should I use the same color, or you want me to, like, mix a color? It matters to me. Let's see, what was one of the polychroma colors that I felt like we had an equivalent? Because a lot of these colors, there's just no equivalent. Nice to meet you, Travis. I've seen you at Dee Dee's a ton of times. Let's see. Oh, you want me to mix a color? Okay. Let's take a... We're going to take the red, the pale geranium lake, and they really don't have a cyan, but I'm going to go ahead and use the ultramarine. Let's try and make a nice purple, because one thing that this set is missing, I don't know if y'all noticed, there are no purples other than what they call magenta. Yeah, I have no purples in this set, so that's why I feel like, oh, now I got to go on Blick. I need pinks and purples, and yeah. So, yeah. Okay, and I'm sure you guys know a lot about mixing colors and the color wheel, but I picked red and blue, and hopefully I'm going to end up with a purple. Okay, they're in the center where I overlapped them. Should be the darkest, and then I can pull color in from either side. I'm running out of room here. Oh, you should have seen this place after the streamathon. Oh, and I didn't even mess with it. I just thought, I'll deal with it tomorrow. But I didn't. They're nice purple polys. Okay, yeah, see, I'm going to have to, now I have to go order some. Oh! Okay, I'm going to start in the center, and we're going to try and pull the color. If I feel like I need more blue, I'm going to pull the blue. Can you guys see that? I don't think it's a very pretty purple. And it could be my choice of red and blue, but there's really no cyan or anything that I can... It would pass. I'm not crazy about it. I'd rather just have the pre-mixed color, frankly. It's not horrible. Jean's already out of room and she hasn't even started streaming. But really, these are nice, you guys. I can't say anything bad about them for sure. All right, now I'm going to take the, let's see, you would take cyan, magenta, and yellow, process red. I don't have anything close to process red. Let me use a little bit darker red. And a darker blue. And let's just see. And I'll go over them a little bit, but not much. I'm probably going to make mud here. With the Gamsol, Eileen, I would say no. I would not call that acceptable blending, but not horrible, but no, I wouldn't. But now we're going to try darker colors and see, and we're probably going to end up with brown. Or we're going to end up with a really nice dark purple. And I am moving the Q-tip to try and keep the colors somewhat pure. I wanted to see if I could get a nice dark purple. You know, it's not horrible. Because as a shadow for that color, that would be really nice. So, yeah. Not horrible. But I'm spoiled. I mean, I like the if I want purple, I just want to pick up a purple pencil. I don't want to have to mix it. Because I can't do it as well as the professionals, so I might as well just have their pencil, right? But yeah, this has been kind of a fun learning curve. I'm really shocked at that denim blue, that the saturation of that was so intense. I thought that was intense, but that is mind-boggling. But yeah, the color mixing for the purple, not horrible. I mean, that center color is okay. So, all right, Jean's on in about 10 minutes. Thank you for indulging me and letting me do my color swatches. I know it wasn't electrifying, but we had some good discussions about... Suzanne, if you want to learn how to mix colors, get yourself a good color wheel. Here, I'll show you. I'm not sure where I got this one. I might have ordered it off of Amazon or whatever, and I have probably 100 color wheels. I'm not kidding you. Get yourself a good color wheel. This one is a guide to mixing colors. And the thing I like about this one, okay, if you know anything about color, red, yellow, and blue are your three primary colors. and every other color can be made using those. But what I like about this particular color wheel is, one, it has all the colors in between on both sides. You can, you can find a shade of a color that you want. But on this side, say you have violet, by adding blue you get this color. And it goes cool colors one way, warm colors the other. Okay, so with red, by adding white, you get pink. Red, orange, add black, you end up with more like a mahogany. That's what I like about this. It'll give you each color, and then by adding the three primaries, the white and the black. And also, you have the grayscale. So I don't know. This one to me is so useful, and I love it. Eventually, in my pea-sized brain, I would figure it out just by thinking about it. And then on this side, you get the shade, the tone, and the tint. So yeah, get yourself a good color wheel. That's what I have to say about mixing colors. And there are books and books and books written on color and color theory, and yeah, people spend their lifetimes working with color. But get yourself a good color wheel. That's what I'd say about mixing colors. Okay, and then Jean's saying the Quiller color wheel has the warm and cool colors, only she misspells color every time. Has the warm and cool primaries much better. Okay. You have 100, sell me one. I have them stuffed everywhere, really. Every time I see a new one, I think, oh, I gotta have that. Okay, I'm just reading chat. Okay, Debbie said she's using a color wheel to pick 3 colors on her stream tonight. Cool. Yeah, I have books and books about colors and color wheel and color theory, and yeah, there's a lot to learn about it. And at the end of the day, I always probably go back to the same colors because I like certain colors. What brand is this one? This is manufactured by the Color Wheel Company out of Oregon. I kind of wonder if I didn't order this off Amazon for real. And it really has become kind of my favorite. That's why it was right here at my elbow, is because I really like this one. But I have books. I could do a show on color and yeah, cause yeah, it's fun. I love color. You guys, I'm gonna say I ordered it off Amazon. Yeah, that's where I would start looking. You'll find a good one. What I would say is when you're looking, see if it doesn't give you like the primary colors, so you can, like violet and yellow make brown. Like, you want to be able to see samples of what color you might want. That's what I would do. And two-sided is awesome too. So, and then you'll learn about complementary, contrasting, split complementary. Yeah, this size is good. Okay, Denise said yes, Amazon, she has the same one. So there you go. Okay, and Laura's right on top of it. She got you guys the link. Okay, I'll write myself a note, do a show on color. That might be fun, and then I'd get out the watercolors. I don't mind mixing watercolors near as much as I do pencils. You like a mixing stream even though it won't be booze? Well, Eileen, who says we couldn't do both? I mean, every time we make a new color, we could do a shot. I mean, we could make up our own rules as we go along, right? Because we're big grown-up adults. Some of us don't act like it, but some of us are. At least I tell myself that. I'm the adult in charge. Nobody can say no. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Go over to Jean's. She's music script on everywhere. Everywhere. So go see Jean. I don't know if I saw what she said she was going to do. I think she might be jelly plating. Did I see that? So thanks for indulging me today. It's been fun. Don't know what we'll do next week, but we'll talk about the swap again. Think about whether or not you want to participate and send me an email. The deadline for sign up is going to be the 16th of January, so don't dawdle. Okay? All right, ladies. See you over at Jean's. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching.